guys. So this morning we had a Skype date with the founder of Shakespeare Behind Bars. Sarah was not able to make it, but the rest of us were. His name is Kurt L. Toplin. I think that's how you say his last name. And we just asked him some questions, and yeah, so we're just gonna talk about what we asked him.
Since Sarah was not here, she will be telling the questions that were asked, and we'll respond.
Alright, so the first question was, what is your daily routine during the play preparation? What is a normal day?
Okay, well, that was the first question, and
it was amazing the amount of time that they actually put into this, which, I mean, they're in prison, so they don't really have,
he said that they spend 250 hours learning lines, 250 hours learning lines, and then another 250 for blocking and costumes and stuff. So a total of 500 hours just on one play. And then over the summer, they pick out the piece and they pick out who gets what part, and then they memorize the lines.
That was really interesting that they cast themselves. They decide who gets what part. That was interesting, because they didn't really address that in the documentary as much. It was how they...
And they don't argue about it. They just choose it. And then they have all their lines memorized before the summer's over, which is pretty spectacular considering it's Shakespeare. But yeah.
To kind of skip around. Just since we talked about them memorizing their lines and stuff. Where was it?
Are you looking for one about literacy?
Yeah. One of the questions was, do you ever have issues with literacy when reading the plays? And how did he deal with that? So, I mean, some of them are illiterate, some of them only have 3rd to 4th grade educations or not educations, reading levels. So they struggle with reading the scripts and memorizing and stuff, but they all help each other and get through it.
He said that there was no judging and they're all willing to help each other. They're like a family. And some don't know how to read, some have dyslexia in 3rd and 4th grade, like you said. They all try to help each other and they end up learning stuff while they're there.
I thought that was kind of it makes them more human to us or more relatable to us, because sometimes when we're reading Shakespeare we have to look up words and stuff because we don't understand, so they're kind of like us in that way, so it makes us more empathetic to him, which is another thing he talked about a lot, about empathy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And when he was talking about, he said it makes it harder that they don't know how to read sometimes, but they work together, and because of that it makes them stronger, and they never turn anyone away because of that, because it's purely volunteer. Yeah.
And it also what's the word? It, oh gosh, I don't know, but it strengthens the big brother relationship that they all kind of have, and they have the older guys that have been doing this
Part of a tribe.
Mentoring the newer inmates or the newer participants in Shakespeare Behind Bars.
Yeah, he ended up talking later on about how they were each a tribe, each person was a part of a tribe, and then the people who were veterans-ish, who had been there and done it before, they were the leaders and the chiefs of the tribe.
And keeping them all out of trouble and stuff.
Yeah, they take them under their wing, they're adopted.
Which we saw that in the documentary, because the one kid that was in there for life,
And it didn't work out, but he
ended up
showed that they try,
he ended up getting in trouble, but I mean,
it showed that they do reach out, even if it isn't a strong connection at first. They try to make that connection at least.
Yeah, he was really, because the one guy that was trying to keep him in line was he's gotta do what he's gotta do to be in this, and I'm trying to, because he was headed on the wrong path while he was here, so.
And another one of the questions someone had, I think, was why do you do this, especially for people that are in there for life? This isn't going to help them past jail. I thought that was really interesting because he pointed out this helps their well-being of life inside jail, and it makes their connections better because most of their family has abandoned them, as he pointed out.
I thought
which
it
really
was
hurt.
funny because like how you were just talking about that, how he's like, I have two different answers. One is for like politicians and stuff, and the recidivism rate is lower because of it. And one of the things he said is that for that program, the recidivism rate is 6.3% versus the national of 67%, which is really good. And you can see like this program is actually working.
Yeah.
Next question.
Skip to the fourth one. That one's pretty important. Miles.
Which one?
Miles.
You crossed that one out.
Okay, well, anyways, it's kind of like a background, and I wrote down that it's mainly 18 to 22-year-olds, and
What are we talking about?
for like who's like in the program and how short of a like the little brothers of the program, like
the
people with the short term.
The journeyman program is the one for the younger, newer inmates, and that's where like the big brother, like, and then the tribe kind of thing comes into play because you have the older guys helping out the newer guys.
Yeah, and they're like 18, 22. That is our age.
Yeah, that's scary.
That
Be in
is-
jail like right now.
Yeah, and then he also stated that there are 3 prisons in Kentucky and there are 2 in Michigan. And I thought that was cool how it just started in one Kentucky and now it's all the way over in Michigan, which I thought was awesome.
Alright, next question was, have you ever gotten into an altercation with an inmate?
This one was really surprising, but like also not surprising because I mean he's never gone into like a physical altercation, which I mean in a way is surprising. But then after watching the documentary, you see how much the inmates like respect him and want him to be there. So it's kind of hard to imagine him getting into any
They
kind of
all
physical
volunteered
altercation.
for this. So it would probably, if he had a physical something with him, then they probably would have been like banned or like had a longer life sentence, and this probably would have been over with. So it's a good thing that they haven't had. They said that they do debate sometimes, but it's over like teeny tiny stuff.
And he
not-
says lively discussion, so
yeah, like
it's like a
barely
healthy.
debating. Yeah, like you should probably say it in a higher tone and a lower tone, like stuff like really, really teeny tiny like that. So I think that's pretty awesome for like.
Well, and he like brought up like what words mean, like what certain things mean. And I think that kind of ties back to the like illiterate, like reading level kind of thing, and they just don't quite understand. And he's right, but they don't want to accept and they're wrong kind of thing, which I mean happens for everybody.
One thing that I don't remember when he said it, but it was also in the documentary. I liked how he said that coincidentally they pick a part that kind of relates to them. And I think that's awesome because they get to choose their parts. So they might subconsciously be like, I want this part because it's like me, or they just really like it and they end up learning stuff from it. But he said it's also hard for them because they have to deal with that character and relate to what they did, and it'll get them really emotional. But
Alright, I'm going to stop you right there because I have a question that goes along with that. So the next question was actually, a lot of Shakespeare's works are tragedies. Are there any special ways that you handle the protection of a tragedy when working with inmates, many of whom are in prison for murder?
He brought up Othello and how there was one inmate that was playing Othello.
He was in the documentary too.
Yeah, and how his crimes were very similar to Othello's, so it just kind of worked out that way, and it helped. It is helpful for them because they kind of have to face the issue of what they did. And
It's interesting because how he said that the prisoners gravitate towards the tragedies rather than the comedies because how it
he said that they
connects
have
with their
more
lives.
meat to them.
Yeah.
That's what he.
Alright, and the next question also kind of goes along with it. What is the greatest thing you've learned about yourself, about people, about life while participating in Shakespeare Behind Bars?
He really only had one word to describe it. It was empathy.
Empathy.
Like he's like, it's just empathy. I don't know what to tell you. Like seeing these things and hearing their stories, like empathy.
Yeah, and he said, like, he also said that you learn to be non-judgmental, like, nobody is, like, like, judging anyone else. And then he also said that they had to be okay with heartbreak, because, I mean, thinking about, like, their crimes and what's going on, or, you know, somebody gets in trouble and doesn't get to participate, or somebody gets out. I mean, you're sad that they're not there to participate, but you're also happy that...
He also, I quoted him on this because I thought it was really dramatic, but it like fit what he was saying. And he was like, the viewers who watch it, they become more of a human being, pause, a bigger human being, which I just thought was really dramatic, but I thought it was good because they're like you're human, but you get to like express more emotions and be like out into the like. You get to see different communities, and it just makes you more aware of everything that's going on, and it makes you like a bigger and better human being, so to say. And I just thought that was really cool, so I put it. Yeah.
Okay, why is a program like this important? How do you convince people to support Shakespeare Behind Bars?
Lauren kind of touched on that earlier because he said he had basically 3 different answers to that. When you were talking about like politicians, like other people, and who he was talking to.
And they don't get corporate money, so like he talked about how independent donors like they're one of their most important resources, and that how he frames his arguments to how he's describing it to people. He like tells them a story.
It makes what we're doing seem a lot more important because, you know, they don't really get money like other programs do. So what we're helping them get the money that they need to like keep going. So it just makes, it makes me feel like what we're doing is a lot more important than I did. Which, not that I ever thought it was unimportant, but.
We basically have gone over everything, but there was actually one
We have
person.
one more question.
Well, we've like touched on
We've
the
touched
answers.
everything. But there was one person who decided to ask something at the end that was just like last minute, and he was talking about the women programs that they have, which through KCRW, and I thought that was awesome how they do the same thing with women, but it's totally different, but it works for them too.
Yeah, because obviously you can't do the same approach with men as you do with women, and he said that men have a lot more anger, and women just have an abundance of emotion, which I was like, that's a very, very accurate. So, and then he started talking about how hurt people hurt other people, and that's a lot of why a lot of these people are in prison, because they've been hurt, and then like there's always something that like kind of fueled what they've done, and that's what caused them to be where they are.
You also had a really great quote at the end that said, prisons need to be a humanizing place and habilitate, not rehabilitate, which I was like,
Yes.
Like
Dang.
humans can't be compared to elbows and knees.
Yeah.
Alright.
Because I do think that we forget that like the people in prison are people, that they're more than just,
They
you
need
know,
human connection too.
and they're more than just the crimes that they've like committed. Like it's an actual person, and like we need like this group of people, like we need each other to like talk to and everything like that, and they need that too, just because they've done something wrong. Everyone has. Like we all still need that kind of relationship.
Yeah. That's it.
Alright. We good? Yeah. Alright, cool.
We need to work on this.